Yay, we're live once more. So for those of you watching this later on, or for those of you popping in very early, hi, my name is Rafia, and today's video is going to be just a casual sit-down live stream in which I do my makeup. I am taking some promo pictures for Cyber Shop this afternoon, and I am going to Infected Party tonight, where I will be DJing for the very first time, which is super excited. So I need to look at least a tiny bit good. So I'm gonna do some makeup. This is not gonna be like the most out there look to start with, but I'm gonna add lines and dots, etc. as I go. The night that I'm going to Infected Party is actually a cyber themed night. So of course I'm gonna be wearing cyber locks, but today I am not going for the black and red color scheme. I'm going for a black, gray, white, silver-ish theme. So I have an outfit with reflective things in it. So yeah, that's gonna be the look that I'm going for. So a black, white, silver-ish look. I don't have any UV colors, etc., but just we'll see how it goes. So hi, if you're joining, welcome to my live stream. If my music is too loud, just tell me. I might already put it a little bit lower for you guys. So the makeup look I'm doing today is just a look I'm gonna come up with as we go. I actually changed setups a little bit for this live stream. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I'm like in front of the window because there is still a lot of natural light. So I think, fingers crossed, we should be good. So yeah, as per usual, I'm just gonna start with my eyes. Why do I start with my eyes and not with my face, etc.? It's because I use loose eyeshadows, and you tend to get more fallout with those. So afterwards, I can just clean up the fallout and don't need to worry about it. I also find this way less stressful, and I can kind of manage my time more if I do my eyes first, because if I'm running late and I get my eyes on, then the rest of the face can go like in 5 minutes. Whereas if they see me like, oh, you've done your face already, how long is the rest gonna take? Then my eyes might just take a lot longer. I always put more detail in my eyeshadows and stuff than I do in my face, because my face is just easy for me. So for those of you who might be wondering, I will be mentioning all the products I use, as per usual. Hold on 1 second. I just popped in my lenses, and that one is really acting up. So if it doesn't calm down, I'm just gonna have to take out my lenses. I hope it stops being fucking annoying, but like right now it's really acting up. So the primer I use is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. It is the travel size because I don't do makeup every day. I only do makeup on weekends or when I have a day off or when I'm filming, etc. So I really don't need like a big size. This lasts me a year and then I replace it, and it's way cheaper than a full size. And if you don't need too many, then it's enough. So now I'm gonna use So Goes My Nation from Notoriously Morbid. This for me is the perfect nude shade. This is like almost my skin color. So it really helps afterwards to put the other colors on top and just to get everything blended, etc. This is actually the biggest tip I would give anyone who's starting with makeup, is to start using a base shade and then put your colors on top. I used to not know anything about makeup, and I would just put black on my eyes and it would be terrible. And now that now that I use a base, it's a lot better and it blends a lot better. So it creates a nicer look. Ooh, hi V, welcome to my live stream. I'm just sitting down doing makeup and being live because I felt like it. So now we're gonna see what colors I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna use a black, a white, and gray shades. I am not sure which ones exactly I'm gonna use. I have a few here with me. If you are familiar with Notoriously Morbid, you might know a few of these shades. I'm gonna start by filling in my eyebrows. I think that's gonna be easiest, and I always do this with So Goes My Nation, with Bloody Awful Poet, and I actually took the wrong shade. So Goes My Nation is the shade that's already on my eyes. Bloody Awful Poet is a plain matte black. And I'm really trying to keep my eyebrows rather thin because the CyberGoth look doesn't really have really big and fluffy eyebrows. But I do actually have natural eyebrows and I don't shave them off though. We'll see what that works out like. I'm not sure if you guys can hear my music, but it's like publicity right now. I'm using Spotify, but I refuse to pay for it right now because I'm not using it enough, in my opinion. Do you guys use Spotify? Is anyone a fan of the online streaming service? So I hope this is thin enough. Hi, Francesca. Welcome to my live stream. It's fun to see that some of you are able to join, even if it's like a very weird hour on a Saturday. It's like 3 in the afternoon here in Belgium. But like by 5, I need to be working, at least by 5, I need to be working on my mix set again. Because I recently got a new DJ controller and I still need to figure out how some things work on it. There we go. Not sure if that's thin enough. Ooh, V says, I use Spotify because I get it cheap because I'm a student. Best way to find new bands. Yes, exactly. I love the Discover Weekly. And when you have a playlist and you use the app on computer, like when you're at the end of your playlist, it will automatically add songs that are similar to the ones you've been listening to. So I found it a really good feature. And I think if it wasn't, I'm not sure how much it is, but it's like more than 10 euros a month. If it was a little bit cheaper, I maybe would purchase it or like do the trial, etc. Thing is also like to do the trial, for me at least, I have to add a credit card to my PayPal account. I just find that weird. There we go. Do they look kind of similar? Kind of. This one is a little bit more of an arch. There. And V, when you use Spotify, which bands are you listening to currently? Is there anything you would recommend me? I'm always looking for new music to listen to. I'm gonna quickly check what is on my playlist right now. This is Shiver right now. So it's not bad. It's good. Let me see. So this is my white shade. This is also a whiter shade. Gray shade in the corner. Okay. So I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with Notoriously Morbid. I'm gonna quickly get myself a tissue because my nose is running again. Like here in Belgium, it's like extremely windy lately. So we've been having stormy weather and my nose just keeps running when it's weather like that. Oh. There we go, that's better. So I have two shades that I'm gonna compare. One is called Nino and one is called No One Is Saved. And if I kind of doubt what I'm gonna use, what I will do is I will just put the primer on my hand and then put the shades on top and see how well they work together, etc. So the primer I'm using for all of my shimmery shades is called Notoriously Morbid Shadow Bind, and it is a sticky base that actually makes shimmery shades stick out more. So if you have any shimmery shades that you're having problems with getting like intense and shimmery, then I would highly recommend checking out this product. I really love it, and I think especially with like high shimmer shades, which I'm going to use today, it's a really good asset. And if you hear any funny noises, my cat is actually sitting right next to you. So these are the two shades. I'm not sure if you guys can see. So the top shade is No One Was Saved, and then the bottom shade, I'm not sure how well this picks up. So this shade is No One Was Saved, and this one is Nino. So No One Is Saved, No One Was Saved is more a purplish gray, and then Nino is like really a true silvery gray. Like, I'm not sure how well this gets picked up because it's simply a laptop camera that I'm using right now. But I'm gonna go for Nino to start out with. Maybe that I will blend out with the other shade with No One Was Saved. But Nino seems really perfect for what I'm going for today. So now I'm gonna apply some of the shadow bands to my eye and start working with eyeshadows. And if you're using shadow bind, be sure to only take a teeny tiny bit to really tap it well with your finger until it gets kind of sticky, and then start applying your eyeshadow. That is the best way for me, at least. And I'm really just patting in the eyeshadow to get as much of it in there as possible. And I'm kind of blending it out, but not really, because I'm going to use another shade to blend out anyways. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on my other eye. So tapping it until it becomes sticky, and then applying the eyeshadow over that. And this will give a really pretty kind of foiled look to most shimmery eyeshadows, especially the notoriously morbid ones. There we go. So the silvery shade is in place. And now I'm gonna just run a tiny bit leftover shadow bind on my lower lid, just a teeny tiny bit, to also put that shade there. But I'm not gonna drag this into my inner eye corner because there I want to put a lighter shade as a highlight. There we go. That's a lot of this really pretty shade, which is called Nino again. Let me check the comments. I haven't really found any bands I can constantly listen to outside of the really basic ones, Susie the Cure, etc., etc. But I've been listening to a band called Rendezvous lately. I usually listen to a compilation playlist and go from there. Yes, that's also what I like to do. I do have a lot of bands that I really enjoy. So when I first started using Spotify, I just searched all of those bands, put all of that music into a playlist, and then based upon that, I would get recommendations. Also, your eye makeup looks so shiny. Yes, that's what we're going for today. We're going for high shine, high shimmer contrast look. So I really want a contrast between a dark color and then a lighter, this one. And then in the inner eye corner, I'm going to put a even lighter shade. And for the darker one, I'm actually going to use a glitter shade that has multiple glitters in it. It is called 13 Black Rainbows, and it is black with like a ton of different glitters in it. And it is one of my current favorite shades because it has so many different glitters in it, and I actually forgot to pull it out. I took the wrong one. So yeah, 13 Black Rainbows by Notoriously Morbid is hands down my favorite black shimmer shade. Mainly because it has like so many different shimmers, glitters in it. And for this, I'm gonna also apply the tiniest amount of shadow bind just in the crease. But you wanna make sure that you don't use too much because otherwise I'm gonna overpower the silver, and that's not what I want. And Hey Shaker just joined. Hi Hey Shaker, welcome to the video. Well, welcome to the live stream. Not video per se, but like live stream. Now I'm going in with 13 black rainbows just to make the rest stand out. And because my eyes are slightly hooded, I always go from the crease upwards to kind of see how it looks, etc. And I think my cat wants to go outside. I'm gonna open the door for her so she can go in and out as she wants. Should you see her running, she still has a feeding tube. My cat hasn't been eating, well, hadn't been eating, she's eating now, since last week on Monday, and we actually almost lost her. So that's the main reason why I wasn't uploading on Wednesday, because life got in the way and life got super fucking scary. My cat is really like what most people have with a child. Like, she's my everything, and I would do anything for her. So we had multiple vet appointments, etc. They still don't know what caused her not to eat. But yeah, she's eating again now, and I think that's what matters most. So yeah, I just hope she doesn't start not eating again. I'm not sure what she's doing, but I can really loudly hear her from underneath my desk. So yeah, I'm just gonna make this black on the outer part of my eye. And what I like to do is just drag it along. Ooh, Gothic Slytherin joined. Hi, Gothic Slytherin. Welcome to the live stream. And this will be the look that I will be wearing tonight for my first time actually DJing at an event. And I'm really excited for it, but also really like anxious and kind of scared. Like, will all of my equipment work the way it's supposed to and stuff? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Kitty is better. You want to see the cat? Let me see if I can grab her. Where is she? She really just was here. Hold on. Gonna check where she went. Baby cat. She's in her litter box, so I'm not gonna pull her out now. I'm gonna let her do her thing there. So yeah, I'm super happy she's home again. I think she's happy too. She's been always around me. Well, she always was always around me, but now it's like even more. So for me, it's fun because I always have her around me. But yeah, it's more than usual. The thing is, right now, if I decide that I've pulled my eyeshadow too low, then I can always like swipe it away afterwards with a makeup remover wipe, because I will be using one to get rid of fallout on my face as well. And I don't want to overcomplicate this look because I will be adding lines and dots and stuff to my face afterwards. So I think I'm just gonna blend this a little bit in the outer side corner and leave it as is. Or I could go back in with the other silver-ish shade later. Let me check. So, hey, Shaker says, Devon says, sorry, glad she's doing better. Yeah, she's definitely doing better. Gothic Slytherin says, happy to hear that your kitty is eating again. Yeah, she should really, like, it was really scary. Like, if your cat doesn't eat for over 3 days, her liver starts to, it's not disintegrate, but it keeps working and it starts to kind of damage itself. So we're lucky that she's a young cat and that we were immediately at the vet when this started happening, because otherwise, well, it could have not ended as well as it has right now. So yeah, I'm really happy she's doing a lot better. V says, send your cat all of our love. I really hope tonight goes well. Thank you. I will, if she decides to come out of her litter box again, I will even grab her and show her to you guys. And yeah, for tonight, I'm like, I have a set list, well, a huge list of songs prepared. but I'm not sure yet which ones I'm gonna play exactly. So yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I'm sure it will be fine. I do mix a lot at home, so I know how my equipment works. So yeah, and now I'm gonna see which highlight shade I'm gonna use. And I know this is stupid. Well, maybe it's not stupid, but every time I like to do a look and I'm like doubting between two shades, I will just swatch them on my hand next to each other and then decide what I'm going for. And it's actually, for me at least, the easiest way to decide which colors I'm gonna use. Um, so let's see. We have this one, which I really like. It's kind of pinkish highlight inner corner thing, but it does work well. And then the other one is more a gold base. No, that's not gonna be it. So yeah. Hey Shaker says, give her some nice scratches for me. I will when I get her. And then Gothic Slytherin, my stepmom's cat stopped eating for months before she died, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. Yeah, we still don't know what was wrong with Lucky either. We just know that she wasn't eating, and we have no idea why it was. I'm gonna see if I can find another color that could work as an inner corner highlight that I personally enjoy using. But I think they're all like on the yellowish side, and I really want a cool tone one. Let's see what this shade does. Oh yes, okay. Found it! We actually lost three pets in a very short amount of time. Well, two pets in a very short amount of time in the family. Um, my boyfriend's mom had a cat which was old, and he just, yeah, he got too old, he got too sick, so I had to have him put down. And then also, my boyfriend's dad had a cat. She was a Sphinx kitty, so a naked kitty, and she was really ill as well. She suddenly got really ill. We don't know what caused it, but yeah. Oh, I can see Lucky coming. Hey, Lucky. Let me just grab her for you. Hey, come here. Come here. So this is Lucky, the cat with the feeding tube right now. So this is her. Come here. And she doesn't like the feeding tube because it's constantly in her way. But she has to keep it at least until Monday. But she's doing fine. And I'm very happy that I don't have to feed her through the feeding tube because she really doesn't like it. But she started eating again, so normally on Monday we can have it removed. And I can't read the comments from here because I'm too far. I'm sorry, guys. She has shaved paws right now. Yes, yes, you can go. You can go. Because they had to put an infuse. No, 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 not the makeup. Not the makeup. So they had to put infuses in her paws to give her liquids and stuff. But looky at me. She's allowed on my desk most of the time, but now that there's makeup on here, it's like, uh, she's really awesome though. She's always around me lately. Like I put another cat tree right next to you guys, and she's almost on it. No, she's coming back. You want cuddles? Oh, come here. Yo. So yeah, this is Lucky. Yo. Oh. And she's constantly pulling on the fluff that is in her bandage because, well, it has to be protected. So there's fluff everywhere in the house. Um, Let me quickly try and catch up with the comments. So V says you should make a Spotify playlist with all those songs on it. I might. Like I have Spotify playlists, but I'm not sure if they're public or shared. My name on Spotify is also Arphia333. So if you're trying to find me, just look for Orphea333 and you should be able to find me. I know I have already made a kind of Trend God playlist here on YouTube as well, which is on my page. And you can also find that in the Trend God video. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and do my inner corner highlight real quick. And then I'll start reading you guys' comments again. It kind of works. I prefer the silver shade, but this works as an inner corner highlight for sure. It's not as bright as I want it to. Let's see. Gothic Slytherin said, I don't know if my parents did all they could because I live far away, so it's hard for me to do anything in that regard. But yeah, it was a really hard time. Yes. I can imagine like losing pets is really like not fun. We have lost a few pets. So I used to have a dog when I was a lot younger, though. And we had to give her away because we were moving and we didn't have space to keep her because she was, what do they call them? Hunting dogs. So they need a lot of space to be able to run and stuff. And we didn't have that anymore. So we gave her away, and then not even a week later, a car had run her over. So it was really heartbreaking. And yeah, or like my grandparents also had a dog, a tiny black dog. He got really old. I think he got like 18 or 19 when he passed away, but like he was losing teeth and he couldn't see that well anymore. So that's life. It happens, but it's not fun. Not fun at all. So I just went over the inner corner highlights with my actual highlight shade, which is called Annabelle from Notoriously Morbid, just because I think it will give a more ethereal look that I'm going for. Let me check more comments. Hey Shaker is off. Oh, bye, Hey Shaker. I'm not sure if you're still here when I see this, but have a lovely afternoon, evening, day, whatever time it is where you are. So yeah, and welcome if anyone new has joined. In the meantime, I am doing my makeup look because I still have to take a few pictures, and then tonight is infected, and I have to prepare my mix set. And I prefer doing my makeup now that I'm kind of calm and have a little bit of time just to sit and do makeup. So I'm gonna do my eyeliner now because I think it's gonna be easiest. And this is the Ceremonial Litany Liner by Notoriously Morbid. So there we go. And it makes it look so easy. Um, but actually, it's not. Like, I can do one side, no problem, but now getting the other side to look more or less the same is going to be hard. Um, Gothic Slytherin says, guess what? I finally got my septum re-pierced. Like I was saying I do for ages. Yes. That's awesome, first of all. I love my septum piercing. It's almost always kind of crooked, but I love it. It's one of my favorite piercings that I have. And for me personally, it was not painful at all. Did yours hurt this time? Or was it too scar tissue? Or I don't know actually. Let me know. There we go. That's one. I know some of you have been asking whether I'm gonna record my set list tonight. I'm actually not sure yet. It all depends how well my computer is running. Because I need to use a laptop. First of all, I'm gonna have to make sure that I can mix from my own laptop because that's not even sure. Like they have a really, they don't have a shit sound installation. That's not it. But it's not the best either. And last time my boyfriend had to mix there, um, nothing worked. So we had to call the owner of the place. They had to come with their own laptop, hook that up, and then we had to. Well, he had to mix from that laptop. So I hope today it goes a lot smoother and a lot easier so that I can just mix from my own laptop and everything be fine. So Gothic Slytherin says my septum was previously pierced through the lower cartilage, but now we pierced it through the sweet spot correctly, so no scar tissue. Awesome. My sweet spot was big. I have a very big piece of skin, like in between the cartilage and the actual nose. So for me, it didn't hurt, but indeed, you just tear up a tiny bit because it goes through that tissue. Yeah, but like for me, it was just one tear on each eye. It was fine, but still, I mean, it's not the worst piercing ever. Lestat Angel says, I find a lot of new music on a YouTube channel called Communion After Dark. Yes, I follow them. I listen to their weekly shows. Well, if I can weekly, I must admit that right now I have some catching up to do since these past few weeks like have been not the easiest with my cat and stuff. So yeah, um, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be my look. I'm not gonna add too much anymore. I think this is fine because afterwards I'm gonna be adding like dots and lines and stuff to my face. So I don't need to overcomplicate my makeup look right now. Let me see. What am we going to do? Oh, black eyeliner. I still have to do my waterline, and I am gonna use the jumbo pencil in Black Bean from NYX for this. I should really look for another black eyeliner pencil because this is good, but it's like not the best ever. I used to have a really good one, but it wasn't cruelty free. So I kind of just used whatever I could, and then I just stick to this one. There. Do you guys actually hear the music that is playing or not at all? And I'm sorry, but like my nose is very itchy. Let's check. So Gothic Slytherin says the tears were dripping all over my face. I had that with my nose piercing. My nose piercing was like the worst piercing for me personally to get. No, it's not the worst. My helix piercing that I eventually took out, that one was worst. Also, one of the reasons I am not gonna get it done again. Like, nah, seriously not. I'm just gonna clean up a little bits underneath my eyes, the fallout, and on my nose as well. I see. So this is really best if you're working with loose eyeshadows to just clean up when you're done with your eyes. Let's see. V says, I remember getting my septum done and tearing up like crazy. It was a weird feeling afterwards when part of my teeth and face went a little numb. Are you sure it was done correctly? Like, that sounds worrying. Yeah, Gothic Slytherin says that sounds weird. Weird indeed. I didn't go numb either, and Gothic Slytherin didn't either. The part I didn't miss is my nose is really itchy all the time. Yes. Mine is also because I still have a kind of a cold. I don't have a cold, but still, it's like it's wet and it's running sometimes and stuff. it is what it is. And I'm gonna use my beauty blender for this. Well, beauty blender by Real Techniques, but I forgot to wet them. So I'm gonna be right back after I wet these. So hold on a moment, please. And I should really pay more attention. Like when I sit down, my arm things from my chair go underneath the table of my desk. So whenever I stand up, it goes up a little bit and it pops up the desk. And I'm just gonna close the door again. I don't think Lucky is interested anymore in me doing makeup. So there we go. And I should clean off my hands as well with all the swatches because I won't be needing those again. And also close the jars of my makeup before I spill them on something. And V says, I was told by my piercer that is just because my body was getting used to it. I think he didn't do your piercing right. Either you didn't have a sweet spot or he pierced through something that he shouldn't have. But it's like, nah. I mean, so yeah, I never heard of it either. Gothic Florin asked, how long have you had your septum pierced for? I'm just gonna put the shades away that I just used because I need space on my, well, it's not even a desk that I'm using, it's kind of like a drawer thing that I'm currently using to put my makeup on. I will need those, I will need that as well. Oh, good. Just get rid of the excess eyeshadow that is everywhere, as per usual with me. Let's see. And V also says that she has to use a retainer a lot. Well, for me, these like horseshoe-shaped septum piercing rings are really what I use, and I can flip those inside my nose easily. So for work, I just do that. Although I have been forgetting to put it inside my nose for work, and they haven't said a thing. So I'm assuming they don't really mind whether I have it in or not. I never really asked as well about piercings. So I'm just priming my face right now. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. And it is the silky matte finish. I personally like matte finishes on face products. I don't like the shimmery ones, so that's why I use this. And I'm just rubbing that in my skin until it gets tacky, but I did use a little bit too much, but that's okay. Okay. MV says that she got her piercing done about 6 months ago. Okay. Is it still numb from time to time or not? Because if it still is, I think there might be an issue. But if it's not anymore, then it could just have been like temporarily. And the foundation I'm using is also by Catrice. It is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in 010 Light Beige. And this is actually a good shade for me. Like, it's not too pale, it's not too dark, it's not too whatever shades you have. The only thing is that it is not as high coverage as the Kat Von D ones I used to have. But I do refuse to buy any more Kat Von D products. Oops, I just went in my eyebrow, so I'm gonna have to fix that later. And there's publicity on Spotify again. Yay! They're talking about workouts. Like, see me workout. There we go. That's better. And now I'm gonna go in with the tinier one and just go underneath my eyes and in the eye corner just to clean up a little bit. And I didn't have enough anymore. There we go. That's looking better. That's looking a lot better. And my fringe is acting up. Well, it's not really acting up. I just have to brush it and stuff. Let me see if I can fix my eyebrows real quick. Well, my eyebrow. This one that I just went over with foundation. Okay, that's better. So V says that it healed well. She got a cold a couple of days after it was done, so there were small keloids on it, but it's totally fine now. Okay. Yeah, keloids tend to be really shitty, especially on nose piercings. I had one on my nose piercing, not on my septum. I didn't get any on my septum, luckily, but I did like on my regular nose piercing, which was not fun at all. Let me set my foundation, and to do that, I'm going to use the D-End Setting Powder by Notoriously Morbid again. Using a lot of Notoriously Morbid products as per usual. For those of you who don't know, I am a Morbid maven since recently, which means I am a promoter for Notoriously Morbid. But that also means I don't have the affiliate code anymore. But there's other people who still do have it. So if you're looking for an affiliate code to use on your orders, just look on Instagram for hashtag Notoriously Morbid Affiliate. So NM Affiliate, and you will find some. So yeah, I love Notoriously Morbid. They're one of my favorite makeup brands, and they have so many gorgeous colors and just like cool products that are catered towards the unusual customer, which I like. The weird feeling only lasted a few minutes, and it just sort of moved around and about. I've never had any issues since. Okay, well that's good. Like if you have that again, like that would be really weird, or at least I would find it really weird. So now I'm contouring real quick. And this is Necromancy Contour Color by Notoriously Morbid. And I also always slightly contour my nose because I just like the way it looks. I'm also going to contour my jaw. I'm not sure if you have seen in my very first two CyberGod videos, the What is CyberGod and the CyberGod transformation with the black neck. I might be doing that again for tonight. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to be wearing, but I really loved the way that looked. So that's an option. Again, Gothic Cinnamon says, I really love that contour powder. Like this is, for me, it is hands down the best contour powder ever. I've actually already gone through a jar like this, and now I have the biggest size I have. So I hope it will last me a little bit longer than the other one. I'm pretty sure it will. There's a lot of product in it, but I do use it every single time I do makeup. And then the highlighter I'm using is Annabelle, which is like the perfect like cool toned blue shimmery shade. I love it. And if by accident I use too much, like which I have just done on my nose is like a little bit too much highlighter, then you can just go over it again with the D-End setting powder and it will just take a little bit of the excess brightness away. That's just what I'm doing right now. Just brushing it off a little bit and it just makes it softer. Gothic Slytherin says, I still use it for most of my makeup looks. I might get the bigger size when I run out. It's the perfect color for my face. It is the perfect color, I think, for most pale people because it's not a warm contour. It is a cool tone contour and it is on a taupe-ish brown shade. So I personally really like that. So now that I've done my face as well, I'm going to start with the fun stuff, the extra stuff. So I'm going to curl my lashes real quick. There we go. And then I'm gonna use mascara, and this one is the Essence Volume Hero Waterproof Mascara. I always, always, always use waterproof mascara, just because I prefer them most of the time, and also because my eyes can be runny sometimes. And if I don't have waterproof mascara, then my makeup becomes drippy immediately. And also because, well, I don't really wear makeup during the week, but during the week when I go to work, I mostly go by bike. And by bike, you really need like waterproof shit because otherwise it will be all over the place. And Essence is actually one of my favorite mascara brands. They are super cheap, but they're actually really good mascaras. Like Essence and Catrice here in Belgium are two budget makeup brands that you can find in most Kruidvat stores, which is like a drugstore chain, if I'm not mistaken. And they're actually really good. There we go. And I'm just gonna do one coat. Usually I do two if I'm just wearing mascara. But I'm gonna put on fake lashes, or at least I'm gonna try to put on fake lashes. Josie! Hi, Josie! And no worries about being later. Like, I didn't really announce it. There goes my mascara. It was really a spur of the moment thing. Like, I was like, I'm gonna do makeup. Should I live stream or not? So I posted it on my Instagram. And the response was yes for most people. So here I am. So now I'm just taking my lashes. These are the Eyelure. I think they're the volume 101 lashes that I use most of the time. So yeah, just coating them a little bit, getting the other one, and then I'm gonna try and read the comments. I'm so happy there's a few familiar faces. It really makes it fun for me to live stream, to know that some of you are here. Josie's watching because she wants to know what my makeup will look like later. Let's see. V says you can never have too much highlighter, become a shiny glitter ball. Yes, but sometimes I really put on too much, especially on my nose, and then afterwards in pictures you can just be like, flash nose, and that's not what I'm going for. Gothic Slytherin says, I didn't run out of the lipstick either, but to be fair, I don't wear lipstick a lot anymore since I started uni. Can't be bothered to do a lot of makeup on school days. Yeah, I get that. Like for work, I don't wear makeup either. It's only on weekends and when it's like something fun that I'm doing, I'll be wearing makeup. So yeah, Josie, here the sneak peek of my makeup look. Silver-ish color, a highlight, and then black to blend it out. It's 13 black rainbows, but I didn't really like intensify it. And Bukake Spoon, yay, Cassandra, hi, hi Cass. Cass says I'm about to start doing makeup myself, excited for tonight, and I'll see you there, yay. Awesome, okay, there's lots of cool people joining up tonight. Even people that usually don't come to Infected texted me like, we're coming, so the pressure is off. And I mix from midnight to 1 and then from 3 till the end of the evening. That's what you get when you're the new DJ. You get the hours that the others appoint you to. So yeah, I'm going to be mixing from midnight to 1 and then after 3 until it ends, which is at 5 latest. So we're going to see. And Josie says that she's gonna do her makeup later, that she has to go pick up Richard at 7, and then you're gonna eat and stuff. Okay. Well, I will be at the venue really early. Hold on, just to see that everything works the way it should work. So I will be at the venue at 9 already. The party starts at 10, but I will be at the venue at 9 just to make sure that everything works. If something doesn't work, that I can fix it and stuff because. And I don't know where my tweezers are to fix my lashes. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the end of a makeup brush to just push them down a little. Just to let you know, this is not usually how I do my lashes. Usually I do it with tweezers, but I can't find them right now, so I have to improvise. And now let's do the other side. Up, on there. I'm lucky that these lashes are already kind of set to my eyes, so they stick better. Okay. I think that doesn't look too bad. So yeah, this is with the fake lashes. Let's see what you guys are writing. V says, I feel that I show up to class looking like a trash gremlin most days. Yes. Trash gremlin is the only look except for like my really goth makeup looks. Like I only have, you know those pictures? I only have two modes, like potato and then all goth up. That's me. And then the transition is like the time when I do my makeup. So let me check, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna try and see if I can find my black rhinestones again. I know they're somewhere in here. I just need to look where. Aha, black rhinestones, check. We'll be needing this shit as well. I'm really not sure. Here's my tweezers. I was just about to tell that I really didn't know where my tweezers went, and then I saw them. My lipstick I'm not gonna do on the live stream, during the live stream, because I still need to eat and stuff afterwards, so I'm not gonna do too much about the lips just yet. The one thing I do want to do is include some more like shiny elements into my makeup, because I don't want it to just be black accents again. So I might just combine these like silvery rhinestones with black rhinestones. We'll see how that goes. I think I'm gonna put some of the silvery ones like in my inner eye corner. I think that will look cool. And then I'm gonna leave you guys because I need to take pictures. So, Jossie says, I thought you would be doing a black and red look. Are you going to be wearing a different set of cyber locks? Yes. Oh, yeah. I haven't opened, well, I haven't done my glue yet, so I'm gonna show you the cyber locks I have. Yeah, I'm just gonna show it to you. For those of you who might be going like, what the fuck? A friend of mine was cyber for a very long time, and he sold all, but like literally all of his cyber locks to me for a extremely low price, and that is how I ended up with this shit. So I'm gonna be wearing a combination of these, but I still need to assemble the cyberlock set. So it's gonna be mainly black, and then with these like black and silver things, and then a bunch of these. I'm not sure what color this is. This is opalescent white, I think. So I'm gonna be combining like these, I think. But I'm gonna add a lot more black into them. And the set I was talking about to you that I thought would match you well is this one with the green accents. It's a lot of black and then some white and then some greens in it. But it's like really neon green actually in real life. And then here I have a black and blue set as well, which is actually a lot darker blue than it shows up on camera. But yeah, I'm gonna still be composing a set, like still be assembling one later today, because I do want more black in it than it currently has. But we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna take threads and put them together. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna have fun assembling them and putting them in my hair, but I'm gonna be black, silver, white teamed color tonight. That's what I'm aiming for, at least. I'm just gonna put this here for now, so you can kind of see them in the background. But it's like a ridiculous amount of cyber fonts. Yes. And this is my collection without my red ones because my red ones are in the box in the closet because I still have to take some pictures with them for Cyberluck Shop's website, which is what I'm going to be doing after this. So yeah, and I'm super excited. Like Cyberluck Shop was one of the only stores that I wanted to work with on the cyber team, and they're actually the first and only one I contacted. And they were as excited as I was about the project, so I'm really, really happy. And also when they told me like, yeah, we're gonna make you a set of cyber falls, that was like amazing. I really didn't expect that. That was actually them who came with that to me. I'm just using some eyelash glue that I don't ever use to do my eyelashes. And I'm using that to stick those rhinestones in my inner eye corners and stuff. And again, I want to do the line here. And the easiest way to do a line is just to seriously draw a line. Like press the thing against your forehead and make a line. And I eventually get some glue in my hair. That's normal. And now I've said I don't have bigger rhinestones. Okay. I'm just gonna put a black one, a silver one, and a black one. So, black one there. And then a silver one. Ah, doesn't want to stick the way I want it to. And then another black one. It's really frustrating when they stick to the tweezers instead of to my forehead. And then I still can kind of push them around right now. Kind of adjust the spacing. Put that one a little more up. Okay. So now I have, I'm not sure if you can see, but I have 3 dots on my forehead right now. A black one, a silver one, and a black one. God Explosion says, I'm not even sure if I have my falls. If I still have my falls, they might be in one of my moving boxes, but not sure if I get them. Well, I used to have a self-made black and red set that was like really big. And a friend of mine really liked them, and she was wearing the Cyber God style a lot more than I was at the time. So I gave them to her, which I now regret. But still, I have an even cooler set now from Cyberlock Shop, so that's awesome. I'm still gonna do. I don't want to do a circuit board, but I also do want to do a circuit board. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna do it right now, at least. I'm gonna leave it as is. The one thing I'm still gonna do, but with white this time, is put a line on my nose because I most of the time tend to do the line on the nose thing, and I think it looks really cool. And this is actually a silvery white, so it makes this really cool accent line without being like in your face, in your face. And I'm making this way too thick. Okay, whatever. Okay, this is not what I wanted. I'm just gonna remove it real quick. There we go. And then just put foundation on again. So the white isn't as opaque as I want it to be, and my line skills are not as good as I hoped them to be. So I might just use black again. And one tip I want to give you guys, if you want to do lines on your face and you are not really sure how to do them, use a fine makeup brush first with a teeny tiny bit of black eyeshadow and just run that over your nose where you want the line to be. And then this gives a really faint line that you can use as a guideline afterwards to do your actual line. So here as well. And then just drag that along. And if you don't like it, you only need a tiny bit of foundation to cover this up and make it go away. And for me, it's actually a lot easier because right now I just have the guideline that I need to follow with my makeup. So it helps. It really helps. There we go. And then let it dry. And then I'm going to do my nose as well. And these lines always kind of need some fiddling to me to look right. So I just added this line and then this line on my nose. I hope you can see it. I'm still gonna add one rhinestone here and maybe one there as well. I don't have a Medusa, I don't want a Medusa, but I think that the rhinestones there look cool. So I'm just gonna do that. Put a little bit of glue there. Oops. So here I'm gonna put a black one. And again, it's sticking more to my tweezers than to anything else. God damn it. Okay, so I think it is in a good place right now. And then I'm gonna use the silver one. Good. And I have in the past done like a look with 3 rhinestones there. And there's actually someone who asked me if I had a triple Medusa done. With just rhinestones that I glue on. There we go. So I think this is gonna be the live stream since I'm kind of done with my makeup for now. I'm still gonna do lips, but I first need to take a few pictures, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put on the gas mask that I have, so I don't want to ruin my lips while wearing that mask. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining. I'm gonna sit a little bit closer to you guys so you can actually see me. So I have to hold on. Like I was telling you, my chair gets under my desk. There we go. So I just pushed away the thing that was in front of you guys. This is the makeup look I've done in today's stream. So it's silvery on the eyes and then blended out into a shimmery black. A little bit of highlight in the inner eye corner and then lines on my face. I know the lighting isn't perfect, but still, I think it was fun to do this with you guys. If you want to see more just casual hangout live streams, feel free to let me know. Um, I want to do more live streams because I really do enjoy hanging out with you guys just casually and stuff. So yeah, right now I'm gonna start doing the cyber things that I still have to take pictures of. So it's a mini tutorial on how to put them on the falls. But last time I filmed it and I didn't have time to properly take pictures. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Have a lovely evening, everyone. If you're coming to Infected, then come and say hi. I will be DJing from midnight to 1 and from 3 to the end of the evening, so from 3 to 5 more or less. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.